AOL, this is the fastest 505 carpet piston, no, closing in 0.75 seconds, opening in 0.9 at 1440 blocks in volume. It is, yeah, kind of a cool door, but this showcase will be extremely fucking bad, but I really have no other way around it. Yeah. I am quite happy with this door. The layout specifically is quite interesting and efficient. My setup also is quite cool, but well, the rest of the wiring kind of isn't. I wired this while being pretty sick and barely having any time, or not being able to look in screens for long, and yeah, that's why I'm happy with the door. That's all really that I care about. It is sadly locational, because for some reason, and I don't really understand why, in some locations this places but doesn't get extended, which does this, and yeah, I have no clue why that happens. I will fix it, hopefully, but I'm kind of I want to fix it, but I'm not too hopeful, because the way this chain works is I barely have any room to do anything, so yeah, it's not optimal. I don't know. So yeah, what is there to say about the store? I mean, the animation is quite interesting. Top is a standard 0.9 top, except for this being a slider, and here this being done from the side and then slid down. Bottom is really where the logic happens for the door. I will go to a capture and playback of the layout, because there you can show it a bit easier. This is how the bottom layout works. I mean, there isn't much going on there, it's just that the things that are going on are quite interesting, which allow for basically bottom consisting of one zero tick and one ops pulse plus the toggle on closing, and two zero ticks plus the toggle on opening, and that's all that is to the bottom with the setup I found. Yeah, top is, it's not like the standard thingy, and actually I this ended up being working a bit differently, the sequence. It is because usually wait, no, I think this is the way my layout works, I forgot. So we zero tick this and then this over, this so, and this down, and then this gets moved up, this zero ticks in, this zero ticks down, and this 3 game ticks. Yeah, and this just this, you don't need to max it. There are some zero ticks in my version just because I can leech them, but yeah, it's a bit different, because usually what exists these days is this sort of thing where we zero tick this in, then you do something like this, and you retract this, this gets moved down, and you insert this. This is the more classic sequence. Doesn't really work in this case, and the sequence is marginally harder. Yeah, I think the chain is a bit longer for this one if I recall correctly, but it's not the end of the world. What's really interesting about the store is how bottom works, because as you saw with this gets moved up, and then you have this 1 0 tick, and you have 2 0 ticks, and then just slider. And this works, well, this happens so, and then we have this here. And then what happens is, well, we just zero tick this piston. And it does like the placement for this, and then this like is just an observer pulse because easy enough to do. So then got it, which is the more interesting one. Also in closing, this gets retracted back, toggling this. Then the zero tick happens, and that will act as an ever, and you'd think this is an ever, but that's where this gets really interesting, because an ever insinuates like that, like it's like bidirectional, right? And this is not. This is like it just goes in one direction. Which, how does this work then? Well, this is like it has ABC, but instead of going ABC CBA, it just goes ABC 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 on repeat. And in theory, it would just go on forever because it is a circle. So C triggers A. Now in practice that doesn't happen because business can only activate once per game tick. So in practice you have the sequences ABC, BCA, and CAB. Yeah, and those freeze that's how I do this. So now shit. So this is move number 1. And closing, and then like this gets retracted in the tile tick phase. So you saw it like it was a chain, but it isn't really a chain. It's tile tick, so that we can get away with having one less chained thingy. And this actually retracts this, and then it's just this. So like literally bottom is very easy, but I have no clue how to call this because it's kind of an ever, but it's not, because B doesn't power A again, but C just powers A again. ABC ABC ABC. If there is a name for this, please let me know, and if not, then help me find a name, because kind of an interesting door. Yeah. I'm really sorry that this video is so rushed. I wish I had more time to actually like properly show this door off. I don't have that time. This PC will go to the repair shop tomorrow, and I have no clue when I will get it back. And there's a high likelihood that at the time when it returns, that I won't be here because I will be on vacation. So yeah, I really I wish I could record for longer. Yeah. Also, I've been gone for quite some time, so my parents probably want me back. Because, well, if you didn't see my last post, we got a puppy, and it's kind of my dog. Well, me and my girlfriend's. So when I and obviously I still go to school. So during school time, my parents take care of it. But then when my parents are when I'm home, then my parents want me to take care of it, which I do. And today, I take some oh god. I still have breaks. I'm not gonna watch the puppy 24/7. It also sleeps sometimes, and it does right now. But well, yeah. I'm really sorry about this. I hope this video is still interesting enough, because the only interesting part is the bottom, which I explained. I'm thinking about making a tutorial, but that only happens when I find a locationality fix, probably. If you would also be interested in a tutorial for locationality fix, let me know, but the wiring quality of this door really is subpar. It only is the layout that really is carrying the door, which I don't really care about. Yeah, it's speed, I only care about closing speed, opening speed, and it being in a decent size, which it is. So yeah. Thank you all for watching, and sorry for the wet upload schedule. You can still hear it from me coughing and my voice being, I don't know how much it goes over on recording, because for some reason my microphone is fucked again. But I will take a look at that when my PC gets back. I really need to do something about my microphone setup, and I'm kind of getting sick of fixing it every few days. It feels like once a month. It's more the reality, but yeah. Without much more yapping, thanks for watching. I'm out, and see ya.